Alrighty, I'm Shazar, and we're back for part 2 of how to make a chainmail inlay using IGP. This time we're going to cover how to make an inlay with multiple colors, not just two. Things get a little complicated here, and this is the way I've always done it because I don't have a lot of video or photo editing experience. So if you know a better way, or hey, something that could help me and everyone else out, feel free to post in the comments and make the world a better place for everybody. So, my friend loves Pokemon. Her favorite Pokemon of all time is Gengar. So, this is the image I decided on because it's pretty much one color and it's going to look good scaled down because that's the important thing. This image is, well, this is even the cropped one. The original one is 800 by 800, which is 640,000 pixels. So, I'm not sure I want to make inlay with 640,000 rings. Thank you very much. So, I started my image. I cropped it and I made it smaller. This is the size I want it to be, 100 by 103, and I'm pretty happy with that. Now, if I just go plug that into IGP, what's gonna happen? Cool. We have an image with a bajillion different colors in it. These purples are all so different, and these reds are all super different. You can see the dark ones there. The blacks are also kind of like, is this black or is it purple? It looks really, really good as just an image, but the problem is that the pixels have to choose what color they're going to be, and there's just not enough colors for it to choose the right one. We can just check by zooming in, right? It's like, where does IGP decide that's a black ring versus these two pixels together that are kind of black make a black line? So this looks funky, and there's a reason for it. So this is not an option. We can't make an inlay out of this because we don't have access to like 700 different kinds of purple, right? So we have to simplify things a little bit. Look at all these different kinds of purple. So let's close this up. And we have to play with our image. So once again, good old paint to the rescue. We're going to open up our image. This is when we're our final kind of dimensions image. We're going to open it up with paint. Go for it. Now we're going to zoom in as much as we possibly can. Wish you could zoom in more. And this just sucks. You have to sit there and say, what color do I want this ring to be, and go from there, right? Now, what I like to do is I like to choose some really high contrasting colors to make it really easy to discern what rings what. So, like, this is me. Let's open this one in paint as well. This one was when I was working on it. So you see I've changed all the black to green because it's super just high contrast. And I've got the background alter into yellow. And I've gotten rid of the corner of the bits of the circle there, and that's where we're at. So once you get things mostly good to go, you can see like these purples are all so different. So I just go in with this thing, and I think I went this purple, but if you don't, you can just eyedrop purple, and you're good to go. And I picked up one of these, what are they called? They're a little like drawing tablet. I picked it up when I was in school, and it was easy to tutor math when you're writing versus trying to draw with a mouse. Just doesn't work. So you basically I'm just going to go, you're going to do your pixels. And then once you got your outline, it's much easier to do what you got to do. So have fun. Do your outline first. And then once you got your outline, you can fill. And if you make a mistake, just whatever, undo, it's fine, right? So it is kind of advisable to do small stretches and then take your pen off because your screw up is less stuff to undo, right? So you don't have to do the whole thing. You can do like a chunk and then like make your pencil bigger and then like fill gaps in, right? And once you've got the whole thing the color you want it to do, like we're going to make this, whatever, this color there, right? And then once you've got the entire image done, we can change it over and put the actual colors in. Switch back to my mouse. And you get the actual colors in, and I'm pretty happy with this as an image, right? Open this in paint as well. So you're just using the super high contrasting colors as a holding place to kind of be like, okay, this is where I want things to go. So this is my image I'm using, 100 by 103, we're good to go. You can open that image in IGP. And this was Gengar cropped. More progress. See, I was trying to keep track of stuff. I got some stuff started, in progress, and more progress is the when it was finished off. So there we go. So this is my image. Very happy with this Gengar. I want to take a quick second. I didn't speak about a couple things in my last video. One of them was patterns here. So there's hex, small grid. So you could do like some sort of other pixels. So this is good for more than just chainmail. Small patterns, male. So the European, Japanese to scale. European 4-in-1. Dragon Scarcity European variant. So that's in here. I tend to do my inlays with an aspect ratio of 4. So like 4.2 is pretty good, right? And there's a right way versus wrong way thing. Right way, wrong way. So that comes from wearing chainmail. You want to have it so that it hangs this direction, so it'll hang and gravity will actually make it close. It also makes it so you can actually breathe when you're wearing it, versus wrong in quotations way. You'll see it'll hang the opposite direction. In my experience, the quote right way inlays just look a lot better. You want them to be pretty opaque, and when it hangs in the right orientation, it closes up more. This is a very, very small aspect ratio. Oh, half stretch, yes. So this is what I tend to struggle in here. There we go. So yes, you'll see that they do hang in different ways. Once again, it's my favorite way of hanging them. So since we're here, we can do our count colors. We got 4,000 of that, 1,169 black, bunch of purple, yada yada yada. And once again, we can save as text, which I've done, and I've got my original one. And I've got my color corrected. Everything here good to go. And you're going to print it off. You're going to pick up your rings, and then you're going to go from there. Something about colored rings that's pretty important is if you're doing an inlay, and for example, you need 4,000 purple rings, order like 4,500 at least, maybe order 5,000 rings, because there's going to be some duds no matter where you get them from. Some manufacturers are better than others, but also make sure you order them all at once. Don't order 3,000 and then 3,000, or 3,000 and 2,000, because as much as companies try and make the rings the same all the time, there's variations in the manufacturing process, and you may get the perfect color one time and slightly different color the next time, and you will notice it. There's going to be this part in your inlay where it's like really nice purple and then a definite line where the color changed, and it's going to be very obvious. So order all your rings at the same time, and that will make your life a lot easier as well. I guess I was going to show scales as well. Okay, scales. Ta-da! I've never done an inlay of scales. Some people have. I'd love to. It seems crazy, but you gotta have some fun, right? Oh, let's do the Japanese, just because. Sure. My favorite is European 4-in-1. Right about here. Well, I think that covers it. So yes, start off by finding your image, getting it out of the right size, and then go into Paint and correct your colors. Once you're good to go, throw in an IGP. Make sure it looks good. If you want to alter anything, go back to your Paint image and just tinker with it. Hit your count colors. Save as text. Switch it over to the proper color names. Order your rings, print it off, and get to work. Alright guys, we'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. If you have any questions, once again, post in the comments, and we're going to make everyone able to do inlays. That's the plan, right? Okay, bye bye for now.